Hey guys, I want to make a video. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time today, but probably be kind of a short video between 5 and 10 minutes. Um, but the reason for this video today is avoiding common mistakes that a lot of guys make when they first start out, and that could cost you a lot of money, And if you're just starting out, you need all you can get. So it's just my big old doggy right here. But avoid these mistakes and it'll save you a lot of money. All right. So I got a story for you. I got a call from this guy. He said, asked me, did I paint churches? Of course, man, I paint anything. I don't give a damn what it is. I paint an outhouse at Money Right. But so I met with the guy up at the church out in the country, and come to find on, I'll get to it. But this guy was a vestry for like this parish, and this parish had like I think it was like 5 or 6 churches, in that county, in this county. But so anyway, so I met with this guy, and I didn't know any of that, starting out. I'd never heard of this guy before or this church. But anyway, so I met with him, and here's the lesson. Here's your first lesson. I kept my big mouth shut as hard as it is for somebody like me to do that, because I'm constantly blah 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 blah. I'm trying to sell my product. I'm trying to get these guys in hook, line, and sinker. I'm trying to be personal. I want people to like me. Man, it is rare you get anyone to hire you, man. And if they don't like you, I mean, think about it. Business is business, but most of what we do is on a personal level. You're meeting folks for the first time. First impressions. Have a lot of weight. Anyway, so and they're gonna get at least 3 estimates. You're just one of them. So you got at least two other contractors you're competing against. Okay, so one thing that you'll have going in your favor is if they like you. If they don't like you, man, unless you're doing it really good work for really cheap price, they're not gonna hire you. They're just not gonna do it. What the hell they want to look at you every day for when they don't like your ass? You know what I mean? So, you know, it's important. First impressions are very important. You want the people to like you. it carry you a long way. But anyway, back to the story. So his name is John. I can tell you his first name. So I meet John. He's a little old guy. Been in this church, this parish, his entire life. It meant a lot to him. I later found out. But so I meet with him, and this is an historical property. You know what I mean? This is this church. I live in the Thomas Jefferson district. In Virginia, and so Thomas Jefferson, the president. You know what I'm saying? This was his church. He was actually, there and supervised the construction and everything. So it has a lot of, you know, significance. It's an historical property, and it was Thomas Jefferson's personal church that he went to. As far as my understanding, this is John telling me the story, but I saw the pictures and I seen some documents that they got on display, and this guy's not someone to just be shooting out a bunch of damn lies just because he's got a mouth. He just not everybody built like that, and I ain't one of them either. So anyway, so I'm sitting there, just like now, running my mouth, and trying to talk to John, trying to get him to like me, and talking about the work, and I'm fascinated too because he's telling me all these stories about, something about I think even Ben Franklin one time was there, so it was important, and John has some great stories, so and I like listening to him. But anyway, I'm glad you know, I don't know if it's that sixth sense or if it's your, you know, angels guiding you through your life or what the hell it is, but something is there. I know that. And it was there that day because I got the impression I just needed to shut the hell up for a minute and listen and let John do some talking, right? So just shut my damn mouth. So I did. And, you know, and it paid off big time because, you know, he asked me, he's like, so do you have any, you know, idea of what you're going to, you know, a rough estimate, what you would charge, you know, to paint the exterior of this church? And he said, and if, you know, we end up going with you and we like you and we like your work, and, you know, we got 5 other, you know, parishes as well. So I was like, okay, you know, so I'm sitting there, I'm listening. And as I'm thinking about an estimate, I ain't gonna lie to you, I had almost zero experience at this time, you know, in pricing work. You know, I had just started out, you know, a couple months, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, honestly. I mean, I knew how to do the work, of course, because I've been doing it my whole life for someone else. But as far as bidding jobs, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Honestly, I was learning on the job, just like probably many of you are. So anyway, long story short, I shut up and give John time to talk, and he goes, ask me about the estimate. And I sat there, and I was probably stroking my mustache, my beard, just like I'm doing now, thinking, you know, and I'm glad I didn't say anything because John, you know, I guess the silence is taking too long and it's killing him, you know. So he goes, well, you know, the reason why I asked, I'm just trying to get an idea because the other 2 guys who were here, you know, that I got estimates from, I think one was at like 37,000, one was at 39,000. He said, so I suspect you're going to be right in that ballpark, close to that, correct? And he and I looked at him and I was like, yep, yep, yeah, that's about a rough estimate, John. But in reality, I was dying inside. I was so damn happy because I'm gonna tell you honestly what I was getting ready to say. I was getting ready to tell this man that I would paint that place for 10 grand. You know what I mean? I would have lost my ass. You know, not only would I not made shit ton of money, but I lost my ass, man. And so that's a rookie mistake. A lot of people you don't give people a chance to, you know, to warm up to you and you know, speak to you, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that is rare what John did. Not many people. That's why I say it had to be something other than me working, you know, working behind the scenes because, yeah, I honestly, I probably wouldn't even lost any money because I probably wouldn't have got the job. I would have been so far off from those other 2. I would have looked like I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And trust me, people, you know, not everybody's looking for the lowest price. They're not. And especially if it's that drastic, you know, a 20,000 difference. These 2 guys came in right into, you know, upper 30s, thousands, and I'm coming in at 10. You know, and again, you know, this place meant a lot to John. This is Thomas Jefferson's church. He built this damn thing. He sat in the pews and he spoke at the, you know, at the little podium there in the church. So it meant a hell of a lot to John, and it meant a hell of a lot to a lot of people, you know. So they didn't want just any old damn body coming in there, you know, because when you're dealing with historical properties, you know, there are guidelines and rules you got to follow. You know what I'm saying? And like for instance, glass. You know, all that glass was from you know, I guess you know early late 1700s. I guess somewhere around in there. So You can't even get that glass anymore. The only place you can get that glass is a little company in Germany that makes it. But it's only reproduction. It's not the original glass. It's a reproduction glass made in the same way. So, and it had a bunch of damn windows that had gotten broke by lawnmowers and stuff, in the church. We had to replace a bunch of glass. And so, being it's a historical property, Thomas Jefferson, the prominence behind it, you have guidelines as historical property you got to follow. And like the glass, I'm just giving you an example. So, anyway, I'm not going to keep talking much more than this. I just wanted to tell you, let guys and gals, your potential customers, give them a chance to warm up to you and to speak, and don't give up the whole bag. And right there on the spot, just take your time. You ain't gotta really be in no hurry. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, oh, and by the way, I got that job. You damn right I got it. And I got all 5 churches after that too. I made a shit ton of money, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was banking it in, my man. But anyway, but check this out. I played that shit to the T. Like, one company came in at 37. I think the other one was right around like 34, 35,000, something like that. You know what I did? Instead of splitting the difference, I went over to hospital. I told him I need 42,000. You know what I mean? And I got it. I got it. John was a hell of a nice dude, man. He was cool as shit, I told him, I said, I don't have a lot of capital. I'm just starting out. I could use, some money up front. I gave him my information. He said, be looking in your mailbox. A couple days, you'll have a check, I'll start a check. And he did. He sent me a check. I got it 2 days later for $10,000. That was just, first down payment, which was awesome, man. I still, collected over 30,000 at the end. That's crazy, man. I was so damn happy, But that was a huge learning curve for me, man. Ever since then, excuse me, I've learned to slow my roll, and give other folks a chance to talk and not just blurt shit out. But anyway, guys, I hope this helps you. That's just one rookie mistake. I got a ton damn more, and I'm going to be putting those videos out. I try to get out one a day. I'm just starting out with this channel, but, so if you guys don't mind, give me a like and subscribe and, tell somebody else about these videos because, hopefully I can help people, not to make the same mistakes I made, because that was a $40,000 mistake if I'd have made it, but I didn't. And the reason I didn't was because I shut my mouth and I gave the customer a chance to speak, And so, yeah, hope this helps somebody out there. Stay tuned for some more videos. I will, again, try to upload one a day. If not, it'll be the following day. So just keep a lookout for it. Hit that bell so they'll let you know when I do. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.